Well now, go ahead, Vox.
Hello, ladies, lords, lasses, and all those in between. It is I, your guest GM, Morrigan, leading you today in this epic final to this chapter of her life, for better or for worse. Having said that, let's get right into action. When last we left our adventurers, Agathar the Kobold Rogue, Morrigan the Halfling Divination Wizard, Renswa the Rabbit Folk Monk, Soren the Rabbit Folk Samurai, and Vani the Rabbit Folk Smith had made their final preparations on their approach to Morrigan's location. Upon
Preparations
reaching,
is a loose word.
well, whatever you did, you
preparation than anything.
they made their way to a dark and stormy forest, overgrown with corruption, briars and thorns spreading their influence throughout its wake. Team A and B split in hopes to locate her sooner rather than later. After discovering a small patch of flowers within the forest, seemingly untouched by the corruption, a few lightning strikes caught their attention, and they realized that the ritual had begun. Upon discovering Morrigan, some choice words were exchanged. Both teams met in the middle, and a bolt was loosed and a sword was swung as Morrigan took a monstrous form. And our combat begins. As I would love for our party members to roll initiative as we switch to our battle map for tonight.
Boom.
Oh, I don't see Team B on the map. Oh well.
There they
They're
are.
over here.
Yeah, they're right up there. You are
I'm
too
blind.
zoomed in, my friend.
I'm blind.
There I am.
Let's get them fancy rolls out of the way. Chad, if you could put up the initiative
Classic.
tracker.
Getting to that.
Fucking awesome. Can't roll well on initiative for shit.
I'm gonna roll my initiative, Chad. You're gonna have to put it in for the
There you go,
token I'm
Soren.
using.
That's fine.
That's a good initiative roll.
Finally.
Oh!
That's a crit. I know the sound of that.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Shut up, Shad.
Comically enough, Neatal's initiative is higher.
I mean, it's not hard to beat her. She has nothing in Dex normally. And can we? Let me just see.
Wow.
Holy Jesus.
Party Yankee.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, you know, this isn't the worst thing, having Agathar as the anchor.
Don't worry. Shad's gonna have a lot more dice to roll.
Yeah, I know.
Send you a thing, Shad, if you don't mind.
Good thing.
And then, oh man, I rolled a crit and I'm still near the bottom.
Well, how cathartic though to have Renswa go first.
Yes. How cathartic. Don't worry about this.
Well, it's gonna be Neatal first, but we'll see.
You by Neatal
Then
first.
Neatal got a 22.
Yeah, she has a 22.
She got a 22? Oh, you're so right.
This is what
Got the-
happens when there's,
Okay.
you know, this is what happens when there's 4 herring guns.
Let's get started.
Having a domestic.
The rain is pouring. The living vines beneath your feet shift like serpents as the area is lit by the flickering flames of an inferno that overtake the dome of briars that encase this area. Thousands of iron spikes lay above you, electrically charged by the ever-striking lightning above, the cracking shaking you to your bones with each lightning strike. Standing before you, a towering shape, wings extending ever outward as eyes dot the edges of her wings, staring outward, shifting to all of you. As you face down this monstrous shape, Francois, you are first in our order.
Francois is just going to kind of sit there looking at what was, Morrigan, kind of nose twitching a bit, and she's just going to take several slow steps forward. You know, I thought I would be ready for this moment to see you, try and convince you again that everything was worth it, that we were worth it, that I was worth it, that your family was worth it. And we weren't. We were never going to be, were we? Because this, she just gestures around, this was all you could see. So focused on the past that you couldn't see the present, because you didn't want to see the present, because you just wanted to be angry. Wanted your revenge, no matter what, no matter who you had to step on, step through, or hurt to do it. The innocent lives you're going to destroy, the people you claimed were friends and families. You didn't care about any of that. In the end, as long as you got what you wanted. And maybe there's still some little bit of you still in there. That same little girl that we saw in those dream sequences. The scared one who just wants their friends, their family. You made the choice to bury her. Vuori didn't do that. The hunters didn't do that. You did that. And she is going to, as her action, we're going to go ahead. That is the wrong one. I almost hit it. Action. We're setting up symbiotic entity. As you watch not only just the spores like cloaking around her, but around her, all of the bramble you see kind of twitch and shimmer and kind of start weaving itself in and around her form, along with the mushroom spores. And then bonus action, we'll go ahead and set up the Eldritch Maul. And that's going to be her turn for now.
Fuck yeah. You can't see that aura. It's the same color as the battlefield.
That's the
Yeah.
point 94.1. I didn't want it to be like an abrasive color, but I can shift it.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
There you
Here we
go.
go, yeah.
I believe next in the order
Oh,
is...
Well, one last thing, because I do have 2 bonus actions.
Yes, you do.
Oh shit.
The joke's on him because I've got another bonus action.
And
I'll just take another, thank you.
Yep. And we are going to spend a key point for a very different flurry of blows. As you will see her, I don't think I ever fixed this. Hold on. Let me double check something. I believe the damage on this went up. It did. So let me change that over here. Un momento. Now what I've got turn on spores, turn on Eldritch Maul. Yep. And yep, spinning the key for flurry of blows, and you just see her like kind of lift her hands up above her head and then shoot them like down into the side, and from her palms you will see these dark bramble vines kind of shoot into the ground, and from the edge of her aura they are going to pop out of the ground and jab into Morrigan, as she's gonna slap you with a pair of thorn whips.
Are those at advantage or?
It's left side.
Regular.
Okay.
It's always left side with those.
The 18 just hits, the 12 misses.
Yeah, probably. I figured that.
Okay.
Not incredible, but 14.
All right. Now it is Soren's turn. As your blazing whips strike at her, she is this towering shape. These bladed, whip-like thorns crossing her legs. She still is like assessing her situation currently. Long pointed ears twitching as a fair few of the eyes on her body switch to look at you for a moment before immediately drawing away.
Is there like that same telltale gust of smoke coming from her mouth when that happens?
I was gonna save a lot of what she says for her turn. If we want to go for that, yeah. As you speak, Rensoy, you see a sort of that same haze leaving the edges of her lips. You can no longer see where this pendant is, but as you speak, you can just see this like dull orange light kind of thrumming from underneath the pillowy like feathers that abrase her chest, kind of alluding to where it might be, though it is no longer outwardly visible.
I'm gonna rip that shit out like your heart, Ali Ma style.
Jordan, what you doing?
Well, Soren is standing there regarding Morrigan for about the same time Rensois is going through her speech, and he says, "I already need to face down a mother, and now you're forcing me to face down another family member. But the people of Vuori take priority over your selfish desires. And
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
With yourself an electricity. 2 tails. Haste spell. Do not suffer lethargy when it ends. So that sucks. Your attack deal an additional 2d6 damage. All right, and it lasts a minute.
yes, it does.
basically, as you channel this ability, Morrigan and everyone else would see lightning arc between the tips of his blades along his body, as his ears seem to shuffle down a bit and become a bit more Vopine-esque, and his one tail grows out to be 2 electrical tails instead, comprised of pure energy.
I like to imagine whenever he pops this form, it's just like the sound effect of the Chidori.
Yes.
It's fucking
Exactly.
And he's then going to say, "You forced my hand, Morrigan." And will begin making his attacks.
You sadly
And-
only get 1 attack.
Why just one attack?
Oh wait,
'cause
no.
that takes your action.
Oh no,
isn't
it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't
that-
take action economy. I remember now.
You gave that to him, and it takes no action or bonus action to activate.
It
Eh.
well, it takes a bonus action to enter the stance.
Oh,
So,
okay.
just the bonus
the
action,
bonus
though.
action,
But not Kitsune's dance.
Hey,
I'll say it takes an action to enter Kitsune's dance. Okay, you still get your hasted
Okay.
action though.
Yeah, you still
I'm
get that
sorry,
haste
that's.
action.
which I
Yeah,
can
I'm
use
sorry.
for
I'm
attack.
not trying to
That
be a
is pretty-
buzzkill, but that's busted as shit, Shad.
That's very good.
I fixed it.
Uh-huh.
It's like
Okay, so. Okay, so he's going to make an attack. Does a 22 hit?
Let's see. It's 18, 19, 20, 21, 23. You go for a 20. You go to strike her as one of her arms reaches outward as your blade is caught in an invisible, like a sort of like phantom force, a sort of like ethereal black fog catching it as she will use her reaction to cast shield.
counterspell.
He's 60 feet away.
Yep.
Ooh. Ooh.
I had to do
Hmm.
it. Had to do it to you.
That's fine. Eat those spell slots up.
Yep.
I use you use the third to dispel
Yeah, I
it
know.
first. That's fine with me.
I'm out of thirds already because I have to do one to keep one of the girls up.
All right, go for it, my man. Make the roll that damage.
Right?
Not about being efficient, it's about sending a message.
It honestly is. It was more petty than
So-
anything.
15. He is spending 2 balance points.
You forgot to add your
To-
2 lightning. Your 2d6 of lightning.
Oh, yeah, the 2d6. So.
Ah!
Oh.
Soren's angry, and he's
Is he angry? Is that what this is?
he's not happy. So
I thought y'all
spending
be
2
so
balance.
happy to see me.
Spending well, he's happy you're okay. He's just incredibly livid at what you're doing. So
It's happy you're okay, so we can change that.
So he's spending 2 balance to do a serpent strike. Roll it. Thank you.
Nice.
And that's going to be fire damage.
Also, did you spend a negative channel for your stance?
He hasn't. I haven't channeled. I haven't spent the balance for that yet.
Okay.
Fire damage, huh? Okay.
Yeah. And
That's interesting. Is that 16 the fire damage?
yes,
Okay.
from serpent strike.
Is that all the damage?
Yes, but he is now spending. Let's see.
Okay.
It's 43 damage in total.
And he's going to spend another balance, and you'll see his eyes flare, a bright bluish, as he activates another samurai ability.
What does this do?
Starting at 11th level, you learn to use your spiritual. So I basically spend a balance point, and all of my attacks until the end of my next turn have advantage.
Nice.
Thorin is not fucking around right now.
Totally understand. As you swing down at her, the flash of lightning from your tails curl across her body as you watch blood spill from the gash you create. But the fire finds no purpose as it curls across her feathers and singes the ends as you smell the pungent odor of burning bodies.
I'm in the fire.
All right, so the 16 damage didn't, or the 16 fire damage did no damage.
No damage at all.
Okay.
Well, now you know.
That's
We know it now.
that's what. And
All
let's
right.
have the battle.
Vani, before your turn goes off, Morrigan is going to use a legendary action. And I believe she is going to cast a spell. Let me see what my range currently is.
A range of fuck you.
A range of yes.
Just checking how this spell works because he's going to be casting Steel Wind Strike.
So, funny
Is
thing,
it with? Yeah.
counterspell is somatic only, and Eloise is within 60 feet. I have a question about the bindings, though. Are they also going to prevent her from using any spells?
They're just vines. She's currently held in a pain. It is verbal, though, isn't it?
No, it's somatic.
Oh, I did not put the description in counterspell because I pretty much already know what it does.
Yeah,
I-
no, I suppose that would work, yes.
Okay. So, yes. Would you like to spend importance on this?
No, because she can. Morrigan's not stupid. She knows she can do that.
Fair enough.
Leers. One of the, like, 3 of the eyes on her wings leer back at Eloise.
Yeah,
Question,
she flips you the bird. That's her counterspell.
She can't move her hands that much. She can cast the spell. She's currently bleeding from several places.
She flips the bird to the bird.
Okay, so she has to burn a luck point.
Does she?
Yeah, she does. She has to burn a luck point. And that is an 18 on
I
the
can't-
ability check.
Okay.
Went from a 13 to an 18.
What spell is Steel Wind Strike? Is
Fifth
that...
level.
Fuck. Okay.
Spell is countered.
All right. Vonnie, now it is officially your turn, as her legendary action is rendered.
Alright, so let's see. Shifted this.
Only we
Yeah.
had 5
Bonus
bonus.
action. Hey, Aggie.
Hi.
Here. Have that.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm so confused on what Vonnie is.
He is Bonnie.
Don't
Vonnie's
worry.
like one of every class. There's a dip in everything.
Oh,
You're Smith a bard.
She's an absurd character by level 13.
And
Hey. Okay.
do I need to see? Yes, I do. So not that. Sure. Let's go the cowardly way. Goodbye.
Okay.
You bastard.
Alright, invisible.
All right.
Invisible. And just boom.
Is that your turn?
Wow.
And just gonna move. Right there. Yep, that's my turn.
All right. Neatal's turn.
Okay.
What
Uh,
the bunny doing though?
What the bun doing? Well, she is going to look at you and just say, and just say, She doesn't really have much to say in this instance. Like, she's gonna rush over here, and you'll watch as she manifests echo of herself over here. And then that echo is going to move over here. No, wait, sorry, I can't do that. Alright. Let me...
She's going to cheat.
Oh, no, wait, never mind. Sorry, I forgot she's fucking fast as shit. Yeah, she has 45 feet for movement speed. Okay, so yes, she can do this. She manifests an echo, which is going to rush over there as Latane detaches from her, runs over to Eloise, and is going to make an attack on the vines. That is a 27 to hit vines.
It hits vines.
That is 13, 19 psychic damage on vines.
Oh, okay, vines are immune to psychic damage.
Damn it.
I'm pretty sure vines are immune to psychic damage.
I don't
They
think
have no
that vines
central
are immune to psychic
That would
damage.
make sense, though, honestly.
They have no central nervous system.
Alright, that's fine.
She don't got regular sword attack.
No, she doesn't. However,
I will say, all right, the psychic damage works. I think regular plants are immune to psychic damage. I just think it's silly. But yeah, no, the vines are cut away.
all right. So yes, and as these vines are cut away, I will move them over here and put them in here
perfect.
and put them in here. Don't worry about that. Eloise plops down here, freed of her entanglement, and she points over at Morrigan and just kind of like gasps outwards. The pendant, it's sealing her emotions. It's why she's just wrath right now.
Is that all for Neatal?
She is a rogue, so she only gets the one attack.
This is a shame. All right. Is that it then? My turn?
Yep, your turn.
All right. The Queen of Thorns goes.
Oh, and as you get the name drop,
Fuck, that's a cool name. Fuck.
boom.
Shit, that's cool.
All right. Morrigan stands to her full height at about 13 feet. With her elongated neck, her wings stretch outward as her hands clasp in and outward. Pricking her neck from side to side, not ignoring the damage dealt to her. As she takes in a deep breath. Now we start. As she is going to wail a sort of guttural, high-pitched, horrible sound that encompasses this grove of hers. I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Is this against being frightened?
No.
Aggie,
I will say
actually-
now the DC is what is... It's a DC 18.
Okay, cool. Do the construct twins need to make one?
They do.
Okay.
Undead are not inherently immune to the frightened condition.
This
know
is
this
not a
isn't
frightened
written, though.
condition.
Okay, Belle fails. And then Anna. Anna passes.
Bonnie fails.
I will have to roll for each of these people individually. Neatal fails handedly. Riven
Everyone
succeeds.
who fails, their vision begins to turn a blood red.
Lana
as
succeeds.
They go into a sort of rage.
No.
They
Cecil
if you
succeeds.
if you are within a rage, you can only make the attack action. You take half damage from bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. You cannot cast spells, and you can no longer differentiate between friend and foe.
Also, Eloise failed.
Eloise gonna start slap fighting Neatal.
It's Latane, thank you very much.
Whichever. Before she focuses down on you, Soren, this towering shape, pulling up this Chris sword and taking a crude stance, an ill mock of your own sword style. As she pulls back and makes 2 swings at you.
All right.
Also, very minor aside, Vox. After your turn, I'm gonna take the rest of the turns for the B team.
That is fine with me.
Assuming, like, and I'll act as if this is before they made their saves. I wanted them to all go with Neatal on their turn, so it's all not cluttered.
Fair enough. All right, first swing. Does a 25 hit you, Soren?
Yes, it does.
And does a 19 hit you?
No, it does not.
Right. The first swing catches your shoulder as the second comes to sweep up towards your chin as you pull backwards out of its reach.
Yeah, and as the swing comes up and misses him, he'll use Migi to deflect it.
An interesting interaction as your blades clash. With how powerful your swords are, they normally bite into most weaponry that comes in contact with them. But as Migi blocks this Chris, all that is emitted are sparks.
We gotta do like the thing in Vampire Hunter D where the swords are like crossed and they're just like pressing against each other and they just start turning orange.
I hate that I rolled minimum. You take 9 slashing damage.
Hit 9 slashing, so that brings me down to 81. Brings me down to 81. There we go.
All right. She is going to use her bonus action to her form shimmers in a sense. These embers that are curling across her feathers that you had essentially ignited with your strike flare as she is engulfed in flames for a moment before she bursts into a cloud of ravens and switches positions.
Okay.
And
That
that is
bell
going
check
to
was
be
for the first swing. That Soren
You-
took. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like you said, I was essentially saying, like, she moved, you don't get reaction attack.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I just forgot to roll that because I've been forgetting to roll bell checks for a while. I'm just gonna turn that on.
Okay. Next is that is her turn.
Before you do all
Oh,
that,
her. Yes.
B team. Da, 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 da. Yes. So, and I'll let you continue to move if you want to, but there is a silence aura here that was on you. There is Eloise is now invisible, but then she got enraged, so that drops. Riven rushed up to here and now has to run even more because he had to dash. And Lana.
I guess that is a note to make. I think Vani reappears because while enraged, you can't keep concentration.
I just
Yes.
shifted things around.
All right, I will remove that. Oh, sorry, that's probably something else. And Lana was going to concentrate on Spirit Guardians and move up here, and she is still able to do that because she is not enraged. She succeeded her save.
Okay. Is that everyone?
Yes, that is everyone.
Last thing I'll mention at the end of Morrigan's turn, you watch as some of the damage dealt to her knits and heals.
Did you want to do anything else?
No, that is her turn. Next is the lair action.
Okay, lair action. Go for it.
Morrigan, as she reappears within the wails and cackles of ravens recoalescing into her shape, she lifts her staff and cracks the butt of it against the forest floor as the dancing shadows that are cast by the inferno that encompasses this ritual begin to lift themselves from the forest floor as they begin to take shape into vaguely Raventhorpe forms, wielding manner of blade and weapon.
Is Ba-doom. Ads
Damn, this
appear.
bitch has ads.
She heals herself. She teleports. Now there's ads.
I'm sorry, is it not 8 against 1?
Fucking ads.
All right, we need someone to tank.
her final act during her lair action is she
Speaking
raises
of ads, this game is brought by Raid Shadow Legends.
Shadow Legends. You spend more than $26, you yourself can get a Queen of Thorns.
Yeah, right.
Oh boy.
She raises her hands to the sky as a crack of lightning strikes the many thousands of steel iron bars above you. As the ritual progresses, they begin to glow and slowly ignite with blue flames.
When do the ads take their turn?
I imagine.
Right now.
Yeah, you know what? They appeared. They act on the layer action turn.
Okay. Then I will change that to.
So let's see here. They appear. They're all gonna get a piece. 2 on the 1 attack on each Neotol, Shadow and Non.
All right.
First one Shadow, that's an 18 to hit. First one Non-Shadow, that's 11 to hit. I imagine.
Shadow poofs immediately.
Anna is a large creature. She's supposed to be large at the very least. She's gonna use her reaction to add 5 to Neotol's AC, or the Shadow's AC
Oh, okay.
for
Then-
Protector.
Then yeah, that'll miss. Oh, wrong button.
Eh.
There we go.
Everything has shifted.
Sorry, wrong button.
Okay.
So yes, with the
Yeah,
extra AC,
next-
no, it's miss.
Okay. Next one will be on Soren and Rensois. Soren first. That's a miss. That's a 9. And Rensois, 26.
I mean, yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit. Okay. That is 11 slashing. As this like shadowy bird-like creature like raises what looks to be a blade similar to Morrigan, sweeps it across her shoulder. The next one will be on Aggie.
Okay.
He's in the tree. You're attacking Belethar.
Whatever. 11.
11 misses.
Okay, the next one is on Bow Skeleton.
Her name's Belle.
Oh, that's Belethar. Thank you very
Whatever.
much.
25.
That hits.
Okay. 5 damage. I'm rolling low for my damage.
You have this one over here.
Oh, yeah, I had the roller over there. That one.
Does that get you out of range?
No,
there's
that
a
one.
to that.
That one is going to shift. It evaporates into the shadows and will reappear in front of Riven and make a swing.
No, not Riven. He had so
Anything
much
but
to
the
live
boy.
for. It misses.
15. Okay. All right. That is turn. Agathar, it is your
Cool.
turn.
Can I, because Belle is my summon, can I rip her out of that condition, or at the very least guide it?
Do you have a thing that says you can do that?
No.
I mean, not anything specifically.
I do not think so.
Okay.
They'll attack the nearest thing, which is quite literally the ad, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but after that would be Morrigan, because she is closer after this ad, so. Yeah, they're both the same distance. So she is going to just punch the shit out of the thing in front of her. 21 to hit. 12 points of damage.
Not my life.
It is splattered like so much wet mud as it rejoins, a blade flittering off and hitting and landing in the mud, rusted relic of the past.
Okay.
Dead bird.
And then Belle is just gonna dash forward towards the Queen of Thorns, and she's gonna take her second attack.
You hurt father's feelings.
Soft 20.
A 20 do hit.
You hurt father's feelings. I hurt you.
12 again.
Are her attacks magical?
They sure are.
Okay, that is important.
Yes.
Yeah, takes 12 damage. Catching the attack on her arm as she pushes back, leaving gouges and scratches across her scaled arm.
Mm-hmm. Now it's Anna. Anna's gonna go. She's just gonna deal with these ads here. She's just gonna. She's gonna move up here, sock the thing in front of her. Punch one. 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
24. Crunch.
Yeah.
You splat. It turns into pudding.
Yeah, Lily, the sound of a shotgun goes off when she punches that thing, because that was the slug. And then she is going to look at Cecil, contemplate, do her job. She was gonna walk over, punch the other thing.
It whips its head at you as it goes to try to stab Cecil through the heart, and it's like.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're going to scratch. Ah, crap.
I was going to do a thing. Ugh.
Aggie would have been so happy.
Did you see that, brother? I punched the crap out of it.
Proud of me.
Damn it, Anna, you were supposed to let that one hurt him.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, yeah.
Brother, I'm sorry. And Agathar is going to look at Morrigan and see that she's regenning her wounds. So, he hears Eloise's words, but in this moment he sees his mark. So he is going to you don't want to get too close to the fire. He's gonna move over there. He'll eat the attack of opportunity. He doesn't give a shit about this guy.
Except they have Sentinel tacked on.
I would be surprised.
So it does get the opportunity attack.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. 17.
That matches.
So it does hit.
Yes, it does hit.
All right. Swing and deal 12 slashing damage as you pass by. It's just.
Do I? I don't have that yet. I don't have that yet. Okay. And he is going to slide into position, and as he slides, he mutters, "All right, you regenerate. Regenerate from this." And his hand will like shiver softly as his ring. No, his fuck. What's the ring after? What's the finger after the ring? Is that?
It would be the middle finger.
Middle finger.
say-
Oh no. Okay, I got my fingers mixed up. So it is the ring
Pinky
finger.
or middle.
Are you flipping her the bird? What
No,
are you
I'm
doing?
gonna do something else.
Don't bird the bird.
He's shooting the bird.
I'm shooting the bird. His hand shakes in pain as the ring finger scrunches in on itself slightly, and then poking out of the top of his finger is the entire finger bone that is cursed from his hands. He's going to yank it out and then press it against the appendage that is latched onto his shoulder, and it is going to load that round into his railgun, and he's going to take a shot.
Okay.
Don't miss, Fivehead.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to give myself advantage.
All right.
Remember how advantage works against Lucky.
Yeah, I know. Look, if Morrigan didn't want this thing to go off, it wouldn't have gone off.
Oh my god!
She will use lucky.
Yeah.
That's
Roll
two
one
down,
more time
left.
for me.
Fuck.
No!
Wait.
You
oh,
you
darn
you
it.
aim and you watch it. You almost see it imperceptibly
Fuck.
threads that you see it threads that erupt from your hand and your body.
I'm not gonna
You
fucking
can see
matter.
the threads blowing off of Morrigan and the rest of your party as you pull back to fire and something goes taut and you see three of the eyes on her shift in your direction and she moves just ever so slightly out of the way.
I'm gonna throw something.
Hey, you know what? That's still good because that's 2 out of the 3 luckies she's got. So
She
she's
probably
only
has
got one
more.
left.
He
All right,
has one
that's-
more? Oh gosh. Oh!
That's it's gonna be me. I used all my shit.
I actually have a question. Did you run by Vani?
I did.
If
Oh, shit.
will Vani in her enraged state be forced to take an attack of opportunity?
That is true. Yes, they will.
Okay.
Sweep the leg, Vani.
That's a 21.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shield. I'm gonna shield that.
All right.
Agatha walks by like, nah, bitch, bing.
Yep.
Well, guess
right.
what?
Yeah, I
You're-
know. He's going after me anyway, but at least it's +5 to the next my turn. All right, that's it.
Okay. Francois.
Before Rensoir's turn.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah.
Mm,
You
My
watch as
turn.
Morrigan smirk, seeing Agathar waste spell. As you see her raise her sword high above her, her body shudders in a sort of vibration. As you see several of this form just appear throughout the battlefield, and with a single sweep, they all swing down at once. If I don't believe Eloise has her reaction back yet.
Eloise doesn't, but Cecil does. You're out
And
of
he's
range. though.
75 feet away.
Yeah, I know. It was worth a shot, though, to make you panic. Also, the way Steel Wind Strike works, it's 30 feet around you at the start, and then you can appear 30 feet from one of your targets.
That's lame. I hate that.
So your options are Soren, Bell, Vani, and Agathar.
I will attack all of them. Let's see here. Should I make separate attacks for everybody?
Yes, it is separate attacks for every person.
Let's see here. Steel Wind Strike didn't actually post an attack action, did it? But that is her spell casting. Let's see here. 4. It's +9 to these attacks.
You know, you could also use that 5th attack you get on one of your ads just to be funny.
No, I will not
Chad,
do
why are
that.
you
In
helping
fact,
him? Why are you
All right,
helping him, Chad? Do you
so-
hate us that much?
Soren,
Yes,
23.
that hits.
Anna, 10.
Misses.
Bonnie, 23.
Miss.
Fuck you. And Agathar, 11.
Misses.
It's okay, Soren eats big damage.
What do I do with this? No, it's too early to use that last lucky. Y'all are doing quite a lot. So it's just they all sweep.
No, it's a perfect time to use
once.
that lucky. What are you talking about?
Come on! You could
They
use it
all
now.
They all sweep at once Only one of them connecting with Soren, but the last swing missing you, Agathar, as you are now back to front with her. That is, I believe, what does it say? 60-10 force damage to Soren. As you are just blasted for 31 force.
God damn.
Steel Wind Strike hurts.
Down to 50.
Is that your legendary action?
That is my legendary action. It is now Rensoir's turn. Rensoir, give me an insight as your turn begins.
An insight. 16.
Let's see here. Am I rolling to DM? I am. Thank God. Wow, I roll the crits when I don't need them. You notice something, but you can't get your finger on it, and how she moves. But unfortunately, nothing else. It is your turn. You see some of your friends are currently holding their heads and essentially foaming at the lips like a mad dog. And Agathar is currently being threatened by a towering creature.
I will say, Rensoir, you
My appendage got.
you can hear Riven just like swearing, just like, damn bitch keeps teleporting around. I'm just gonna take care of the ads.
I love how they use the word ads to refer to them.
Fucking little crow bitches.
My name's John!
Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and start by punching a bird. It's a 21 hit.
That hits. You punch your arm directly through its chest as it sort of like disincorporates into a sort of liquidy smog. You feel this sort of like malaise fall over you for a moment before you shake it off.
Alright. Let's see how far over we can get. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Remember,
Well,
step
no,
of the
not
wind.
this direction. Yeah,
Remember-
I'm trying to see if I can get there without it. Let's see. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, there's no... Actually, wait. If I remember correctly with Eldritch Maul, yes, I can make 15 foot away unarmed strikes, so this is close enough.
Oh, no.
Let her have it.
Yep.
Don't let her have it.
Rip and tear, rip and tear. Get it.
As Rensoir just weaves between, everyone fighting off these birds, just a single-minded focus on Morrigan as she runs over, and the inky tattoos, kind of magic, kind of warping from where they're tattooed to the insides of her ears, wrapping around her arms, kind of creating almost like a double helix of like the inky tattoo and the bramble vines wrapping around her arms. And with just like a guttural scream, she's just going to start waylaying punches that will almost kind of like what's that Switch game where they've got like the spring fists?
Arms.
Oh,
Arms,
Arms,
yeah.
yeah.
arms.
Basically that, as these double helixes just rip from her fists.
Is that Monkey D.
towards,
Luffy?
towards
Is that
Morgan.
One Piece mascot Monkey D. Luffy?
So this is the regular attack number 2 for a 27.
Oh dear God.
That do hit though.
19 damage. Which that will start doing the siphoning strikes. So that's 1 stack. Let's go ahead and do my 1 free flurry of blows for the turn. A 20 and a 28.
Well, who those hit? Because her
Fuck
AC's
yeah.
18, which is miles better than 11, but still not much.
Another 17 and 18. That's 3 stacks total. What do I get at 2 stacks? You lose 5 movement. I gain 5 movement. 3 stacks, you lose a dex. I gain a dex.
Oh, don't make me count my attribute points.
It's just a -1 to your dex modifier at this point in time.
What? No,
Attributes,
what do you mean?
hand them over.
You mean kind of like how you're making us count the ads?
to me.
And then let me see. Yeah, I mean, I may as well do the last 2 question. Shad, with that,
What's up?
with the thorn whip thing, do those count as unarmed strikes or no?
They do.
I hate that.
Cool. So then, yeah, we will spend a key point for 2, as the thorns will once again rip and tear.
And each time you hit, you can move her 10 feet.
Yes.
Nice.
An 18 and a 19.
The 18 just hits, the 19 hits.
You're at 5
Bring
stacks
her
now.
over. Bring her
Alright.
over.
19 and 15.
Does that work
and
on a huge creature?
Yes.
Oh, it
Thorn Whip
it
doesn't
does.
care so much about size.
I hate that.
and
Are we
where
going right
I get-
here?
Well, I get to pull you any direction. So
What are we going
I
up?
mean, immortal, immune to fire. Keep that in mind.
yeah, no, I wasn't. It's like, but I am tempted to pull you down. If you'd move back where you were. I think we're gonna. I'm trying to see what would be 20 feet straight down.
Do you mean like
All
onto
right,
the
right
ground?
there.
Yes, down map wise.
Yeah, it'd be like right there next to Bonnie.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's still gonna be able to attack me on her turn. I
Strategy.
hate that.
And just the thorns just gripping and grabbing at, just tearing at feathers, scraping at skin, grabbing legs, and just yanks the Queen of Thorns back towards the center of the arena.
Also, minor aside, Vox, your movement speed is reduced by 10, and Red Swallow,
Yeah.
your movement speed is increased by 10.
Yes.
Oh man, covered in mushrooms.
And yeah. You,
Just wait till the start of your
actually-
turn. You're gonna eat 5d6 necrotic damage.
Just like Morrigan wanted to put mushrooms behind Neatal's ears.
I was
on her
going to
head.
say, I want Neatal to be like, "How do you like it?"
Well, Neatal's a little bit too busy being angry right now.
Yeah,
so.
very.
Yeah.
She would have had a comment.
It's just
She would have said, "How do you like it, Morgan?" Instead, now it's just.
No, she has something. She has something on her turn.
How do you like it? I'm just kidding.
but yeah, that will be Rensoir's turn for now, as she's just. She may not have the enraged condition, but she looks basically the same expression as the
Hell
rest
yeah.
of them.
As you strike her, that flickering spot on her chest kind of like comes to life with each strike. Just flip, 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 flip.
Ooh. How sad.
Soren's turn.
All right. So
Fuck her up.
Soren is going, like, while all that's happening, like after the ads come up, he's going to look over to Riven and says, "Can you handle the ads?
That's what I was saying. Go on,
Help
get
me.
her.
Help Neatal, please."
Yeah, I got her.
And then he's going to He's going to run over here. Well, run over here. I'm sorry. Did I say he's going to run over there? I mean he's going to bunny hop over there using his bonus
fucking
action.
go.
Why would
So
you
he
use your
doesn't
bonus
take
action?
that. Because I don't want to take an attack of opportunity. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. He's not using the bonus action. He's got other things planned for that.
18.
18 misses.
Let's fucking go.
And he is going to make, let's see, he's going to have all 4 attacks this turn. So here he is, and they're all going to be an advantage because his Keen Bend is still active until the end of this turn. So attack 1,
That hits.
attack 2,
Yeah, that hits.
attack 3,
I mean, you really have to roll like a 3 or lower.
Yeah.
and one more. Come on. Yes! But you're going to lucky that.
I sure am gonna lucky that.
What?
So,
Why?
we're just going to...
It's just a decapitation. What are you afraid of? It actually isn't a decapitation because she has legendary actions.
Yeah. It's a
It would
fuck
just
ton of
be-
damage though.
A whole bunch of damage.
18 to
Oh.
hit though.
Bangy, bangy, boongy, bonga.
Bongo.
Add your 2, 4, 6, 8 d6 of lightning.
8d6
Alright.
lightning.
I thought I
Ignore the +5 on that
and-
13. Because that's crit damage.
Oh right, yeah, minus 5 on that. So
Yeah, minus
and
5.
also 1, 2,
Aw.
3, 4. But
Okay.
as he like runs towards Morgan, before he starts making his strikes, he refers to the moment where she takes up like a crude mockery of his pose and of his stance, and he says, your style is sloppy." And begins to
She's
Yeah,
going to take a reaction as you make that first strike. Let's see how this goes. As you see her like taking blows and strikes, shrinking back. As you come to swing your blade at her, you see a flash of fear in her eyes as she looks to you, and her voice is shifted down in pitch towards what you remember as you hear her pitifully, "Soren?" How does Soren respond? Does he respond?
he doesn't. He's focused.
Ah, okay. As you go to make that first sweep, and that you see her face twist back into that scowl, as she had attempted to lull you into a moment of vulnerability.
Yeah, Soren doesn't fucking trust her.
We finally learned.
All right, she takes just a bunch of fucking damage.
Here, I'll calculate it. Give me a second. That's 22,
I've
30, 50, 78 damage. Yes.
And he
In
is
total.
he is spending another balance to keep this active.
Okay.
That was 78 damage.
78 damage in total.
That is a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Let me check.
The thing that Morgan will notice, though, is that she has seen him when he's in the stance do far more than that. And he generally activates something with the stance that he's currently in to essentially just swing with both blades with every single attack, and he's not doing that right now.
Oh. All right. So that is your turn,
So
right,
that's-
Soren?
That is Soren's turn, yes.
All right, Vonnie, your turn.
But not before after he's done like slashing at her, he goes, "Get away from him, you bitch."
Oh! Spicy boyfriend.
I was like, wait, I was so confused there for a moment, and then I realized it wasn't just an alien reference. She meant Agathar.
Yeah, he was referring to Agathar. It was an alien reference, but
All right,
Alright.
Vonnie, you're enraged.
Only thing I can do.
is unfortunately the attack action.
Which
At the end of your turn, unless you choose not to attack, you can kind of make no action this turn and drop it, or you can make the attack and then save at the end of your turn.
yeah, I'll swing.
Oh,
Might as well.
Bell didn't try to save from that, by the way. I didn't realize we had to save from it.
Oh.
I thought
I'm sorry.
I thought it just fell off at the end of the turn. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'll just
Nope.
say that. That makes more sense.
Oh, thank
No,
God.
it just,
Okay.
it just falls off. It wouldn't make sense.
Hooray.
Boop.
Good thing he didn't have advantage.
Boop.
You gotta add some divine smites.
I'm enraged. I can't use spells.
You can't. That's not casting a spell. It's using an ability.
They can't. They can
No.
they only take the attack action.
Okay. Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was thinking that because divine
Yeah.
smite is specifically an ability, it could be by that, but it's okay.
Yeah, well, the divine smite says when you land an attack, or when
Yeah.
you make an attack action and hit, you can do that. So I don't know if that really would be like.
I
if,
shrug.
The rage would do that.
This isn't
But that's just
Barbarian
me.
Rage.
Nope, that's the wrong one.
Divine sense. Wow, you're using that?
That one.
But yeah, I understand it being just a rage. You can only attack and that's it. There's nothing else. I get it.
All right, so both those hit, I'm assuming.
Yeah, both of those hit. I mean, if you could also smite, it really wouldn't be like a downfall. It would just be a buff.
Well, it would be a downfall because I thought she was gonna, when she hit Agathar with the reaction, I thought I was gonna get smote, so.
Yeah,
That
so
would
is-
definitely.
21.
Definitely suck a bunch.
It is 21 damage.
Listen, Vuori doesn't deal damage; she takes damage.
You're a paladin, you can dish damage.
That's all I can do.
All right, Neatal.
So Neatal and Ko, obviously they all take their turn at the same time. Neatal is going to lunge at this bird creature and bear it to the ground with a 20 plus to hit and just start stabbing it over and over again, killing it presumably with 21 damage.
Easily.
Yes. As she basically says, "This is what you get for messing with Francois, for fucking her up, you fucking bitch!" Just, head rip
Oh
off.
my God.
Oh my God.
Raven, I have a question. Is a 17 good enough to hit one of these things?
Yeah. They're
Okay.
not hard to hit.
Okay, then does 13 damage kill one is the other question.
It does.
Okay, then he is going to slice through this one, move over to here to get away from Neatal, slice through this one, and then
Motherfucker's scary.
he is going to look over to you, Morrigan, see that you have 4 people surrounding you, and proceed to move over here and manifest an echo of his own, which is going to come over here and make his third attack as a fighter on this thing.
Oh, please roll shit.
That's a
That'd be
19
really
to
funny.
hit
Damn it.
for 16 damage.
I'm gonna give him a 1.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
He misses. And he will action, sir. I'm messing. He's not action surging. Lana is going to see that Soren is sorely fucking hurt. Move over
I get it.
here with Spirit Guardians, so I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, Morgan.
Oh. Yeah,
He's
all
not
right.
severely hurt. He still has more than half his health.
We'll change that.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
15, that does not succeed. It is base 3rd level Spirit Guardians. So that is just a mere 16 radiant damage.
Oh yeah, she feels that.
And hey, Soren, are you at half health yet?
No, he's got 92, Max is at 50.
Okay, cool. We're gonna 4th level cast Healing Word, because she can't get to you without using an action.
You know what's funny? What level did you cast in on?
4th.
Okay. Bella's gonna try to copy that from Lana so she can also heal Soren.
Okay.
So if she chooses, she can fail a charisma save. Actually, hold on. what's the distance?
That'll
It's
be
60 feet. It's 60 feet, right?
yeah, it's 60 feet.
No,
That's
she's gonna.
she'll hold it.
Ooh. No, Soren's more fucked up. Agathar's not that hurt.
Soren's gonna get 20 HP back.
Right. So
Yeah, she's gonna give it to Soren.
Okay.
Agathar's not that hurt.
Well,
I mean,
Lana.
Soren's at 70 now, so that he's not doing too bad. If you want to save it for Agathar.
Okay.
Your max is probably what's your max?
You have
92.
already.
92.
I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've already declared it.
I've already
trying to expedite things. 20 HP. Go ahead and roll your 4th level healing word. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 4d4 worth of healing.
There you go. There's another 8.
It's 8 plus 5, so it's 13 HP back.
So that's back to.
There you go. Yeah, you're. Yeah.
That action is going to be used to dash over to here instead.
Bella gives her a thumbs up.
Yep. And Cecil is going to drop another silence spell onto Morrigan.
He's cloned himself.
Not a fan of this man and his silence.
Join the club.
If you would prefer, it could be something else. You know what? It'll be something else for funsies, so you guys can still have your dialogue. I will. I get you. He is going to attempt to polymorph Morrigan. Morrigan, that'll be a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
That was a concept, bro.
You're good at those, aren't you?
I'm pretty sure it's a wisdom.
I think it is.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
17.
17 succeeds. You're not polymorphed.
Thank fuck.
Don't you have legendary resistance?
I don't want to burn him on that.
Come on, be a sheep. It's your turn. Also,
finally.
Neatal is going to run over here and be in melee range. That is all.
Morrigan reaches her hand out towards her only remaining minion as it bursts into a cloud of smoke and a sort of like that mist sails toward her as you watch portions of her body knit more rapidly than they did before.
I think I get rid of those ads.
There's also the siphoning strike stuff, so
5d6 at the start of your turn.
yeah, and also Halo of Spores. Halo of Spores will be a con save.
No. Just roll all that damage, would you?
Also, you get a con save versus siphoning strike at the end of your turn.
Yeah. So the Halo Spores is baby damage. The Halo Spores will be 3 necrotic.
Let's go.
Yeah, winning the fight.
The siphoning is going to be 10
my
necrotic.
God.
Wow, really?
Thank
Why?
you, sweet heavens above. Morrigan is looking unhappy. She is going.
And now
She
make
is going
the con.
to-
Now make the
I
con
did.
save.
It was 6. I failed.
The con save for siphoning
Oh.
strike is at the end of turn.
Oh.
Yes.
Haggard and breathing heavily. She regards all of you after absorbing that. You
all have so much to say about me. For all I've done for you, saved your lives, even my own. And for all the things we've done in our path towards the 5,000 that died in the sand to our innocence. The million your Mel took from Suba, forgiven.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I could understand fuck all.
I understand pieces.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn
the
it.
reverb
Cool.
is real fucking strong. It sounds cool, but it's gobbledygook.
All right.
We need subtitles for it.
That's the yummy
Yeah.
flavor.
It came through so clear before.
It's
All
okay,
right.
buddy.
Heard.
You got
all
this.
all my cool efforts for nothing.
I mean, it was cool as hell.
Did you? What did you get?
Something about like all the things I gave, my home, things, something together,
Shitting on Mel.
something
Yeah.
about
No.
Mel and
Everything we've
Suba.
done to get to this point.
Mhm.
I gave my life for you.
I gave my life for you. We took 5,000 lives in the sand for our own efforts, innocent. The million or so taken by your mother, forgiven. The only reason we're here is because you think you can stop me. As she bursts into a cloud of ravens and changes position as a bonus action.
Don't worry, she's gonna get over here soon.
Riven, crease your J's. I'm dealing with hands.
I gotta crease the J's of all these ads first.
You watch as she raises her staff to cast a spell, as the flickering light on her chest burns brightly as she doubles over for a moment and clutches at it, muttering something and cursing in halfling, as she is unable to take a proper action this turn.
Ooh.
She will end by taking another saving throw. Con 22. Ha ha!
Nice.
All right. All of
Yep, you
the
lose your
siphon.
stacks.
Yep. All stacks of siphoning strike fall off.
Oh, thank God.
Your dex is increased by 1 again.
Hooray! She heals a bit more. As the lair action begins. As she's doubled over, panting, as she's clutching and fighting with the charm on her chest. As she starts to swing and swipe that blade violently at the air, growling and snarling before she collects herself, finding this sort of moment of calm as she exhales this ink black fog from her mouth. Her wings extend as a bright flash from each one of the eyes that stud them. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Oh, that's an 11.
Oh my Lanta.
That's
That
an
is a
11.
fail. That is a fail.
Can you
Wait.
Aggie, Renswaw, Neatal, Soren, Lana, Riven. Get
Cool.
+3.
That's not gonna
your
fucking
aura
happen.
is only 10 feet.
I thought it was 30.
No.
Oh,
What?
it's not
Holy
30 until
shit.
like late level.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
10 feet at first.
I don't get anything
Alright.
from rogue
Lucky
shit.
footwork. Mine's a 15. Do I
So just-
pass?
So just
Still a
Agathar.
fail.
Fair enough. Have
What
a
do
nice
I
day.
get if I roll? Oh, so I would get a 13.
Oh
Nah.
my Lanta.
That's
Okay.
a 6.
So
Wow!
Plus a D4.
All right. Well, good thing I have evasion, so whatever is coming my way, I still take half.
I mean, assuming there is half on a save. So, you 18 passes? Question mark.
An 18 just passes.
Okay,
and,
so
Or is it,
Neotol.
wait, is it save?
Oh,
Yeah,
Anna.
if you reach 18, that's save,
Yeah.
right? Fail.
Yeah. So
Okay, Bell net ones.
so Neotol. So it's Soren hey Soren, did you realize that you're at advantage because of haste?
Haste is advantage on dex saving throws.
Yes,
doesn't
it does.
Yes, it does. So that's a 25.
Yes. Neotol gets an 11.
I forgot about that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I figured. Neotol gets an 11, fails. Riven gets an 18, succeeds. Lana gets a 4 because her dex is utter garbage. Fails. Cecil and Eloise both get 22s, with Eloise getting a natural 20.
Nice.
God damn.
Anna
alright.
fucking succeeds with a 19. Bell nat ones. Do I get Bell's nat one shit?
Oh, I also need to roll one for Latane as well. I forgot about that. Same saves
Alright.
and all those jazz.
Everyone who fails,
Latane gets a 19.
you take. It's a save or suck. It's not like a. If you save, nothing happens to you. You escape.
Okay.
But otherwise, you are essentially incapacitated and take 11 piercing damage as the worming vines beneath your feet snake up your bodies and grasp you in place.
All right, everyone. Give me who failed.
Fail.
I think it's better to ask who succeeded.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty,
Soren
Mark.
succeeded.
Okay. So Neotol failed, but her shadow succeeded. Rensois failed. Agathar, did you fail?
Yeah, I sure did.
Okay.
And I take 5 because evasion gives me half no matter what.
It doesn't half the damage on this.
Yes.
So the way it works is this is a save or suck effect, and there is no half damage on a success.
When you subject it to an
That would. Mhm.
Okay.
So you take all or nothing
Alright,
on this
well,
effect.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge it.
You can't uncanny dodge it because it's not an
Actually,
attack.
No, it's well then fuck off. I'll take the 11. I'll go home.
All right. Let's see. Riven's shadow gets poofed, but I'm just gonna move it down here instead of deleting it. Anna and Bell.
Bell failed. Anna succeeded. Like the fucking slowest decked person in this squad succeeded.
All right. I'm just going to move that right.
This
Okay.
was what kind of damage again?
Piercing.
Piercing.
Alright.
You are essentially like engrossed in like brambled vines. You're essentially being like held in place by thorns.
Yes. And you are incapacitated, you said?
Or
Yes.
restrained. Okay.
Okay. Incapacitation.
Yeah, so incapacitated means you just don't get a turn, basically.
Yep.
Cool.
I love not playing.
Yeah. I love just being denied the entire game.
You get to save
Oh.
again on your turn.
Watch me fail it.
I would think that this effect either falls off on a lair action or at the start of their turn they get a save against it again.
Yeah. That's what he just said.
Okay. So,
yeah. Start of the
um,
turn is save.
all right.
Oh, start of the turn. Okay.
Yep. Start of your turn.
Yeah,
Agathar, another deck save.
If you save, make the save. If you save and get out of it, you take a small amount of damage and break out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Bell is also going to try to save against it. There we go.
Okay.
5 damage to each of you.
Okay. 5 damage. That should be 48. And then she's at that one's easy. Hold on. We have to stop the game now. Bell's at 69.
No.
Oh, nice.
We
Nice.
we didn't stop the series when we got to episode 69, so we
Oh,
can't
that's
stop
true.
here.
Okay, we'll keep going.
We can't stop.
We can't stop. Won't stop. Agathar, just like rips out of these. He turns almost like ghost-like with this black sort of fog emitting his body as he manages to worm and wriggle his way out of the vines. As Belle also just like grabs the vines and just rips them apart with her hands as they can't get a firmer hold than they would like. And Agathar just cracks his neck a little bit as he looks at Morrigan. And he's going to say, can Anna help the others out of this condition, or is it just a save only?
I believe
if
so.
If she uses her action, she can.
Okay. All right. Agathar is going to roll his neck and then glare at the Queen of Thorns. And he's going to say, I never forgave Mel for what she's done. But unlike you, she has lived with the consequences of her actions, and she is remorseful. Something that you're incapable of feeling. So you know what? Fuck Vuori. Fuck your old family. I don't care anymore. You hurt my sister, and you'll die for that!
Ooh!
And then he's going to just bolt forward. Belle is going to grab Veronica and then essentially just like throw it where he's going to be, like in the air. He jumps, grabs Veronica in the air as his appendage detaches from his elbow. They're still in ranged mode, but not claws yet. He has to take another turn to change them into claws, but he's going to flick on Veronica, and then he's just going to take a slash at Morrigan.
What is Veronica's to hit bonus?
Plus 10.
No. What is her magic to hit bonus?
Oh, I think she's a plus 2.
Okay. Would you be so kind as to roll me a d20 with advantage?
Sure. Oh, sure thing. 18.
As you reconnect with your sentient weapon, you hear her say, I remember the day that I charged the battlefield in the name of my family, and we shall have our revenge! Your weapon's now a +3.
Oh, shit!
As you go to swing Agathar, you see her in this sort of doubled over state, fighting with something, as one of these arms, separate from the others, reaches out, and you can see those same strings of fate as she tugs at one of them, and she gives you a critical.
Oh, okay.
Oh?
Can I get sneak now? With spell running up.
No.
You didn't think about it before, buddy.
Didn't think about it beforehand. All right. Okay, so he'll do, and he was going to use green flame blade also. No, booming blade. Booming blade is his
Okay.
shtick.
At the end of your attack, if you want to make an insight, you may.
Absolutely. So there's that. Jesus. Let me roll the damage again. And then booming blade is 2d8. Oh, nope, that's not the roll thing. Hold on, where is it? Really need to spend time to...
Also,
wait.
You did 27 damage with that attack.
Okay.
I already added them together and took into account your modifier.
Okay, I'm just gonna do the trigger damage because it is 2d8 already.
That is
Oh,
40
fuck.
damage. Also, booming blade damage is doubled as well.
Yeah, that's what I just did. It's 2d8. It's 1d8 normally.
You forget that cantrips go off of your character level, not your class level.
Yeah.
So
at
you
5th level...
Yeah, at 5th level you
both
get
increases at 11. Oh, okay.
Yes, so you get to roll that
shit,
again.
I didn't change that. Okay. Eto.
That's what I was
Right,
doing
look-
at the beginning with fucking Thornwhit.
Oh,
I was
oops.
like,
One
I
more.
still have it at 2.
There we go.
So that's another 8. That is 48 damage.
And then the appendages are going to point blank shot because they're in range. They'll have disadvantage.
Also, you do get an insight check if you want to do that before you make your
Oh,
make your shot.
yeah, I might as well. Yep.
I hate
Oh
you.
man, man.
Hey,
Oh,
Agathar.
oops, that's straight damage. Hold on. I need to actually
Can
hit.
Soren get that insight too? Or
That's gonna miss.
Sure. If you want it. That's like
The appendage strike, and then the second one.
13 is a miss.
That's. Hold on. Let
Eight.
me do disadvantage.
Actually,
No.
plus?
Hey,
wait, what the-
I
Hey.
oh,
I-
that's with the bell check. Take that off. 24.
I was like,
24.
goddamn.
You
It added
like-
the bell check to the skill check.
like flashes in the lightning. They're like spaghetti threads hanging in the air around everyone. This is the first time you were capable of seeing the threads of fate as Morrigan sees them, and you see her guide his attack into her with one of these spare arms of hers.
Oh fuck. Yeah.
He's what?
I know what she's trying to do now. Agathar doesn't know, but I know.
I have a
so-
question for you. Vox. Was this a use of your portents?
Yes, that was her last use of portents.
Hmm. Never mind. I could do something about it, but never mind. Continue.
Does the 18 hit?
18 just hits.
Okay, this is just a D4. So 6 points of damage from the needle, and that's all you can do.
All right. All right, Francois.
Francois, you have an 18 for your save to get out.
Mm.
Portents from
Nice.
Eloise.
She is
Huzzah.
like doubled over. Soren, Agathar's blade buried in her shoulder, as she is half here and half not, fighting against something.
I would like to, and as you, Rensois, kind of like begin to break free, you feel all of your struggles seem to work out just fine as you were pushed into a shadowy version of yourself as you step free of the vines and brambles, taking some piercing damage. And you hear
Yeah, how much
from...
do I take?
Go ahead.
Two.
Yeah.
2 piercing damage.
And you hear from Eloise, she used her abilities to guide his strike. She's trying to die. I don't think she wants to, though. Not really. That heart needs to be broken.
And she will step out of the brambles. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 40. And she doesn't 100% know what to do, but she's just going to... She sees the glow, and she's just going to try and rip and tear.
Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva. Sorry.
At the glowing heart, question mark?
Yes.
Okay.
Rip and tear.
I believe I might be getting a
So-
message. Oh, never mind.
So the 2 regular attacks, 22, 29.
Both hit.
The glowing heart, question mark?
At the heart?
Yes.
Are
Correct.
you making attacks at it, or are you trying to grab it?
Well, I said I was striking at it, and no one said anything opposed
Alright.
to me rolling attacks.
I mean, shrug.
A 22 hits her. A 29 hits the gem.
Okay, so the 18 will be at her, the 15 will be at the gem.
As you like punch. Again, she looks bigger than she is apparently. As you connect with Feather's hands disappear beneath them. As you connect with something like a bauble of some form. And I need a charisma saving throw from you.
Oh boy, I'm so good at those. With my 11 charisma.
Just crit forehead. Ah!
I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, you did technically crit.
Hmm.
It's not on the die that mattered.
What do I got?
You need a music shift?
Oh, I'm wondering if I have something that can help them.
I would say that a failed save is good in this instance for what you're thinking.
True. As you connect with this light, it grows and flashes a bright orange as you feel hands grip your wrist and pull as something is taken from you as your eyes roll back in your head and you just thump onto the ground.
Fuck.
Anything additional?
Rotate.
That will happen on Rensoir's turn.
This is Rensoir's turn.
Oh.
Yes.
Will happen on Rensoir's next turn.
Will you survive
Oh.
another turn is the question.
Uh,
I would say
Gosh.
if it's happening now, have it happen now, buddy.
yeah, all right. I have what I need right here.
All right. Throw me the link to the music you want.
Sure.
Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Oh, it's no.
Oh, it doesn't like it?
No, it doesn't. It's okay. I have a backup.
You?
Don't worry, bub.
Okay, the bot doesn't like a lot of
We
things.
will go with a very basic one. Oldie but a goodie.
Oh, that's please.
Too
not
happy?
this.
Too happy? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Skip. Move along. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there.
I got one. Maybe this will work. I'll send another one to you, Shad.
All right.
Gosh.
Don't you love how stuff
No, we
just
gotta get the mood right,
doesn't
babe.
work?
Yep, that one might not work either.
Probably won't, but we'll give it a shot.
It'd make me laugh if it did. 'Cause
Nope.
You'd be like, why did that? A lot of these are really long. Like I don't think they'd work.
Oh boy. Time to go into the backlog of stuff that I have.
No, I have stuff. Just try them.
Okay. I honestly do not think that these are going to work because of the type that they are. They have to be music.
I don't want music though.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work.
I hate this.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm going to play it on my actual on Oh dear God.
and what?
There were ads. Don't
no.
worry. I have you. Just I'm gonna play it on my stream. Oh my God! Please just get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit ads!
I'm
gonna
limited
kill
by the
you.
technology of my time.
I'm gonna murder you.
I hate how YouTube has done this to all Discord music things.
I know, right? It's
We
very
love Google in
lame.
this house.
Very
We love
cringe.
Google. We love it.
Because the hunger for the ad.
UMG is gone.
All right. I have the nature sounds playing in the background.
In stream? I can't hear
In
it.
stream, yes.
Okay. To the rest of you, you watch as Francois falls limp after that last strike. But Francois, your eyes snap open somewhere else. You're looking up at long shoots of golden grain above a dulling sky as night is approaching. There is no storm or lightning. There is no sounds of combat. Just the serene of nature. What does Francois do?
Rensois will kind of do a slow circle, and then probably kind of mildly confused start walking into those long grains.
You see something in the distance, in the tree line, as you're looking at like waves of this like goldenrod grain, as the wind passes over it, like the sensation of being in the ocean without it. You're fairly tall now, and at this point you don't have to worry about not being able to see as you head towards this tree line, and you can hear conversation, laughter as you get closer. As you reach what looks to be the edge of a camp, could you give me a perception check?
Perception. 17.
You're getting closer. You swear you hear Agathar laughing about something. Do you approach?
Yeah, no, she keeps going. Just ears twitching at the sound.
As you finally reach this point, you hear like looks to be a gathering. You can smell home cooked food. You hear Soren and Valen are bantering as you turn a corner and you see the whole group is here and just a number of other people. Soren sitting cross-legged underneath a tree with Agathar in his lap, joking with Valen and Vani as they are look half asleep as they normally would in this situation. You see children you are unfamiliar with running back and forth. Two of them with fluffy squirrel tails, one with Aldburn fur, and another with sort of this almost bluish charcoal. As one catches the other and starts biting their ear, as Agathar get, gets to his feet and races over to them to try to separate the two. No, no biting! What do you do?
She will kind of, you know, blink a bit in mild confusion, still in this like kind of. I'm assuming like the whole thing is like almost like a dream, like molasses feel, or like does it feel like reality?
Feels clear as day to you.
Hmm. Yeah, no,
Though
just kind of.
you're focused in on your peer group. There are so many other people here. They all tend to be pretty on the short side. There are a few people around your height that are milling about, all wearing not the same dress, but tend to have the same kind of filigrees, feathers. You look
Hmm.
around and you see like a caravans, just 6 or 7 of them all around in a circle, and this small community just flourishing here with your group just shooting the shit, having a fun time as it looks like dinner's being made.
She will, blink around in confusion and kind of just wander towards probably where the strongest smell is coming from.
As you go towards the smell, you see from behind what looks to be a halfling woman who, with long red hair, a shock of gray that seems to streak from one side to the back into this link. Uh, Kind of on the, not the heavy side, but definitely someone who looks built to not fuck around. And she's stirring a large cauldron over a fire, and you can just smell this familiar potato stew.
She'll just kind of wander up, not like right beside her, but beside her. And just kind of quiet a moment before. Smells good.
Oh, you would hope so. You look down and see them look up at you as you do not find Morrigan. You see an older halfling woman, a few shocks of gray hair, kind of like hanging in front of her face. A very maternal look to her as she's stirring this pot. I hope you brought your appetite with you.
I suppose maybe a bit peckish.
Well, grab a bowl. Always welcome here, you are.
She'll grab a bowl, still kind of just idly looking around, just kind of trying to, make sense of the situation.
You look a bit around. Give me another perception check as you're poured this hearty soup, this familiar smell. God damn
We're
you.
confused. So much
You,
confusion.
the smell is just inviting
It's real good
as
soup.
you're enveloped in it as you take this wooden ball and you have a bite of it, and it's warm and hearty. It's simple. It doesn't have such a complex flavor, but it's filling and it's familiar. Not like you don't remember how Morrigan made her soup, but there's just something different about it. Made by different hands, but replicated by someone else. As you hear the chimes of music in a different direction, as you see your coterie hanging by the fire, as you see another halfling with just another like redhead there, strumming what looks to be a lute just out of sight.
And she'll take her bowl with a muttered thanks and kind of slowly meander her way over, kind of taking in, the sights, sounds, unfamiliar faces, and the just kind of the like uncanny valley of it all, of the familiar mixed with the unfamiliar.
You get here, and this halfling woman is lazily strumming on what looks to be a well weathered lute. Her hair is short and curly, and kind of hangs in front of her face. She's definitely wearing a more simple outfit than the rest of the people who seem to call this place home. As she looks up with you with a wide smile and a nasty chip in her front teeth. Hey there. When did you get here?
Not too terribly long ago.
Huh, well, it only feels like you left 4 moments ago. Oh, pull up a seat.
And she'll grab a stump or something.
There are logs, kind of like facing a campfire. The rest of your group is kind of milling about around. You see Soy Fang kind of slowly come into scene as they scoop up one of these small squirrel children, and then in the other hand, scoop up a small Agathar and continue meandering in a different direction as a third child is dragged behind on a tail. You look kind of like a fish out of water. Like, someone's got a hook in your lip.
Just feeling a bit off. Don't mind me.
Hardly seems fair. You're the one dating my sister, after all.
So I was right. I was like, I vaguely remember Mori always mentioning that she had the gap tooth. Yeah, well, do you know where she is?
Ugh.
Her
Knowing
face
her,
kind of pulling a long, kind of sad look. She's not trying to hide it.
gosh, she died. I don't know, she's somewhere. You're the one who's got the thing for the nerdy ones. Probably deep in some book.
Right.
And it gives you the side eye, the tilt of her head. Gosh, what is she saying, you sad sack? Look up, you've got good food and company.
I don't know what she sees either.
Jeez, be a downer, will ya? She's probably in our caravan. That big fancy thing y'all brought with ya.
And she'll look up and around.
You do see it. It's the biggest thing here. This, I wouldn't call it a monstrosity, but it's definitely a strange construction. The legs are bigger, and the size of the thing is larger. It looks almost like a small home with legs. And you can see the stained glass windows alight and a little staircase that leads up to them.
And she'll kind of she'll just hmm, I'll go see if she's there. Excuse me. And she will stand up. She will leave the barely touched bowl on the log.
She belts a strum from the lute as she kind of wiggles over to take your place. Oh, well, no from for me for take no for soup. See ya, sad sack. She wiggles her fingers at you as you go. You swear you see Eloise walk by, though her skin isn't blue. And she's she's in line for soup as you see that motherly figure just kind of scruff her hair and pour her a bowl. I imagine you
And
wander toward the caravan.
yeah, just wanders towards the caravan, kind of stopping at the steps leading up, just reaching, kind of grasping a hand on the handrail and just kind of staring up at it as though it's less a caravan of like an imposing fortress of sorts before she will take a deep, shaky sigh and slowly wander up the steps, reaching forward to grasp at the handle, hand pausing and quickly drawing away from it for a half moment before reaching out and grasping the handle.
The door opens with a creak as you step inside. This Shad wants to do a cutaway. Sure. We going back to combat?
No, not necessarily. Um, I have a question for you. Would you say that Morrigan is currently in a torpor-like state?
No.
Hey. Then, yeah, it would be back to combat.
Oh, I thought you meant inside this place.
Oh, no, I meant, like, outside.
She's
Oh, get the whole
definitely
thing.
she isn't making many moves. She's kind of Rensoir's arm is plunged into her chest, and she is sort of like she's not unconscious, but she's not conscious. Like I wouldn't say torpor. She isn't actively fighting.
She's zonked out.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Okay, so, for a second. As we do a little cutaway to outside of this lovely place, this dreamlike land, Agathar, Soren, and Vani, the three of you watch as Rensoir just collapses, and Morrigan seems to begin faltering and just kind of like going into this weird hazy state. Like you see them attempting to go through like the motion of maybe trying to do an attack, to swing a sword at Agathar to cast a spell, but the hand doesn't ever go through the full motion. It always stops short, or it just drags through the air so lethargic, so slowly that it's inconceivable to think how it could do anything. As this Queen of Thorns form seems to kind of like slow down and just hesitate.
We hit some latency.
Yes. And seems to hesitate back and forth. Agathar, what are you, or sorry, Soren, what are you doing?
Is it Soren's turn?
It is
It
Soren's
is.
turn.
The moment he sees Rensoir collapse, like the whole grove will just resound with him yelling, "Run!" And he runs forward to try to pull her away from the Queen of Thorns.
That point in time, you see two of these arms drop their weapons and grip onto Rensoir tightly and seem to squeeze on her. You get the sense that if you were to try and pull her out, it would be tough. But before you really can, you hear Eloise call out, "No, don't touch her right now."
So he's going to stop, like his hands around Rensoir's waist, like just like ready to pull her away. But Eloise's words stop him as he just like lets go shakily. He goes, "What should I do then?"
Help the others out of the bindings.
What's happening?
I don't know. I need to get closer.
All right, so he's going to he's going to hesitantly step away from the two of them.
Opportunity attack.
The opportunity attack is quite literally dodged.
like that that one video of the history of the world.
Yeah, pretty much. Just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. So
he's
yeah.
he's first gonna hack Neatal out of the.
As you go to approach Neatal, she's gonna jab ahead towards Lana. I can get free.
Right, and he's
That ones are safe. I can't get free.
like if Soren goes up, does something, is told no, don't do that, and is told go do this. And Soren goes to do that. No, don't do that. Go do this.
Now Lana's gonna put Ivane.
I'm so confused. He's gonna try and get Lana out of the.
All right, make a weapon attack.
All right, and Binga.
All right,
Yeah.
that hits easily.
I think your minimum damage would like blow away all of
yeah,
these.
no, there's no need to even roll damage on these right now. You actually even notice that the vines wrapped up around these people seem to be weakened with the Queen of Thorns in this torpor-like state of this daisy, dizzy, drowsy state of just like and you're able to easily free Lana. And Vani, because I assume Soren can't make it over there to Vani without spending more movement.
Well, he could bunny hop, but he could also.
He is hasted.
Oh yeah, you are hasted. You're right about
he is
that.
Also hasted, so.
Then yeah, go do that. Go do that. Go over there.
Sweep.
Well, he's going to cut down Lana and then go into and then basically not move at all. He's just going to enter Arashi stance and swish it.
Yeah, easily done. Go ahead and make an attack.
Hits Vani instead.
That one?
No, it's gone. Vani, you're now freed. Also, you're no longer enraged.
Yeah.
And as you kind of like drop down and free Soren, I will assume that is the end of your turn as you freed your compatriots.
Well, if he still has time, he's going to help Neatal out anyways.
Yeah, you would. You have 3 attacks. You're fine. Go ahead and make a third attack.
Really, you don't need to help me. I've got this. Okay, you're.
Okay, you're helping me. Fine.
It was gonna be great. I was gonna have Anna just like, let me help her, and then she just sees this in the chat. It's just reach.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's more than fine enough. Just gone. So that is your turn. Spent freeing the 3 of them. Bonnie, did you have anything that you wanted to do particularly?
What's the range on this spell?
Hold on, I need it. Why isn't it? Hold on, I'm gonna reapply my token. This is very strange.
Bonnie will just get within spell casting distance.
There we go.
Okay. Neatal is
disintegrate.
Neatal's gonna rush over here to Rensois, but taking Eloise's advice into hand is not going to touch her over much. Just like I don't know what to do. Riven is going to move back here to kind of like get in range to make attacks if needed. Lana is going to go about patching people up. I'll throw out healing spells later. Eloise is going to rush over here as fast as her tiny little legs can carry her. Yeah, pretty much. You see her running over, and as she kind of like stops in front of this, she examines it, tips her hat, and then looks to Rensois, then looks to the art, sidesteps a crisp blade that just slowly slides through where she was and hits the ground, doing nothing to the ground itself. And she nods her head. Yeah, that's what I thought. Francois is inside the heart right now. And I think that if you interfere with what she is doing right now, whatever that is, wherever she is, you might have a chance of making her comatose.
Sounds like a good idea, Thwack.
Fuck up.
She'll look to Agathar. Stand your rage right now. Cooler heads must prevail in this situation, wouldn't you?
He was like getting ready to like take another crack at her, but she's seeing kind of this. He's seeing this entire thing kind of start going down, and he, with his eyes, is just like scanning everything, watching everybody's movements, and then looks back at Renswa, and then just lets it, and kind of puts down the scythe. He doesn't like he doesn't put it away. It's still deployed, and then the appendages will go from range to like we'll go from range to like claw to melee mode. And then the others are just gonna get in position. But he looks at Renswa, um, and he looks back at Eloise. How does she get out?
She'll have to leave on her own. As it stands, Morrigan, the way she is right now, she's not a threat. She looks up at the ritual itself, and it's neither progressing forward or backwards. It is stasis, almost.
Can he figure out a way to start regressing it?
It is magic beyond you.
Yeah, it's witchcraft more than anything. Okay.
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, she kind of just looks a little worried between each of you. It's really up in Swa's hands. Be ready, just in case. And then we go back inside.
You open the door and are met with a semi-familiar inside. It isn't spaced the right way. It's bigger. The hearth is so much bigger. And the flame is black. A small, flickering black flame that seems to be burning on a singular log. You don't see her in here. What do you do, if anything?
She will. It's more of an internal hesitation. On the outside, eyes scanning the room, kind of a calmly blank expression on her face. Um, really just the eyes give away the sort of, it's like every scan of the room, it's like she's looking at a lion's den, waiting for, a danger to make itself apparent. Kind of just a slow meandering through the main. Again, that
There
same sort
is
of uncanny valley feel of familiar but different.
there is a pop from the hearth. As you look in that direction and the flame flickers a little brighter as you see one little yellow dot and then another. Oh my. Well, hello.
Wait,
The
I'm
little black
confused.
flame. The little black flame regards you with two little yellow dot eyes.
Oh, it's it's
Fudge.
ink. It's ink, baby. Hello, Smudge.
I wasn't expecting you. Or anyone, really.
No. No, I don't imagine you were. Do you know where she's at?
Upstairs. Are you going to kill her? The flame pops.
She will stare into those flames, the lights, flickering and dancing off of her eyes, not seeming to really focus any one place in particular. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's up to her, isn't it?
Some part, or at least. At least this side is more agreeable. Though I think it has you to thank for that. Or most of you. All of you. Your brother's a bit odd. I think we like him. So hard to read.
Yeah, that's Phelan.
Well,
Is
I
she
don't
in
mean to
my
keep
room
you.
or hers?
Hmm. The little flame looks up at the ceiling. I don't think there's a distinction at this point. Not here, at least. They're one and the same. At least in this ideal place.
There's kind of a shadowed look, a kind of pained grimace, just a momentary flicker before she sets her face back in stone. I see.
Well, I don't mean to hold you. Be on your way.
She stands there, eyes, turning to look at the staircase before she just gives an idle nod and will begin making her way up.
As you leave this room, Smudge, there's at least one last thing to say to you as you start to turn the corner. I think we'll miss you.
She will give an idle nod as she doesn't break pace,
He
fearing that if she
stares.
does so, she'll simply turn around.
The stairs spiral. The first floor leads into a workshop. Arcane scrawlings and hammers and forges. It's not the floor you remember. Crawl to the next one. A huge sort of open space. There are all manner of different kind of training tools here. A sand pit much larger than the others, and what looks to be a Zen garden with several pillows and other things set in it for what you believe must be Soren's meditation. There are wooden dolls that have all manner of knife and kunai or other weapon jammed into them, holes from what must be bones and other weapon slashes. And the stairs just keep spiraling upward.
And she keeps climbing upwards.
The next couple of floors get more difficult to describe. You look at them and you can feel in your head what they should be. But you don't think even Morrigan knows what should be here. As you reach a floor before the last one and find a grove, a ladder, this spiral staircase just lets out into a makeshift forest. Mushrooms and vines and hanging moss spiraling outwards and at least 50 foot in each direction. Like a tiny paradise. You can almost hear wind chimes of bones strung up. 3 sets of them. One made very well, one made kind of shoddily, and the other one held together with popsicles and twine. They sort of clatter and clink together hollowly. It's a nice sound. More for what it is and not what it sounds like.
She
Only
will.
one. Go ahead.
Uh, she idly wanders through the grove, hands running along trees and leaves, kind of brief flickers of kind of a sad smile of a future that could have been as she, treks through the foliage, almost knowing that she would find Morrigan within the center.
Go searching for her. As you come across a tall purple hat and a halfling form uh, squatting over what looks to be a cluster of mushrooms with a sort of, it's not like a watering can, it's like a can that kind of dusts something on them, something for their care. She's sort of puffing this nutrient on what looks to be, God, I know I don't know, but Morrigan would. Francois' favorite mushroom is.
I say the simple but large amanita caps, like big red caps.
Yeah, they're kind of like cluster around a lot of the trees, and she's just humming softly as she's sprinkling this stuff on them. Hair is braided in this long, uh, this big sloppy braid, feathers poking out of it as she's just unaware of you being there.
Aware or unaware?
Unaware of you being there.
And she will kind of just, she'll stand there momentarily for kind of, looking around briefly underfoot and very purposefully, like, a quick kick of some leaves, just a subtle but noticeable, like, sound.
She pauses before getting up and clutching this little powdering can. But I asked you to help them outside. She
Outside
says at
where?
dinner. She shifts to turn and look at you, and you see her face as she just immediately drops this can and takes a step back away from you into this tree. Uh, you, you, uh, as you see her unbidden by years of grief and anger, as I have Shad reveal something to all of you.
There you go.
This bitch ain't green.
How did you get here? How are you here?
I figured you would be the one to know that.
Uh, uh, no. Really, I kind of winces with a sort of forced smile of sorts. I'm not myself, really.
I noticed. Mm,
I, and she looks
But
down
you
and
do
away
know what
from you.
but you do know what's going on, don't you?
I
What it is you're
do.
doing.
Yes. Much I can do to stop it from here. Mm. But the strong side, stronger than I have been. Don't imagine you're all too happy to see me regardless. You're here, we can... There is... I mean, I'm still here. You haven't killed me yet, so... either you're struggling, or... Her brow knits. Listen, you don't imagine you got here purposely. So I know I can't be of much help. I can make the last part easy.
What do you mean the last part?
She looks around and seems to like fiddle with looks to be like a little gardening box. No, no, no. She pulls up sheer. She kind of nervously steps up to you. I don't know how willing you'd be to. Uh, she kind of lifts the shear, opens it, and presses one of the ends to her chest. And holds the handle out to you.
She kind of just looks blankly towards Morgan. I'm not going to kill you.
You have to.
Why?
Isn't that why you're here? Stop me?
Stop you. Yes. Kill you. Not if there's a choice.
I want to help. I do. I don't want this. But her
Part of
fingers
you
nervous.
did. A very sizable, very monstrous part of you wanted this. Or we wouldn't be here.
No. It might be small. I still care. I'm still linked to the rest of me. Just kind of like leans up a little with the shears. You're done now. You've done enough. I've hurt all of you. Just push. Don't want the monster. Please. Let me do this.
Francois will be quiet a moment. For she will very gently reach out and she reaches towards the handle as her hand will slowly reach up and lay on the hand and just kind of push the handle down so the blade is not pointed towards her heart. You are one of the smartest people I know. You have to be able to come up with a better plan than that.
I,
It doesn't have to be an easier plan.
why? You can't possibly still want me around.
That bridge can be crossed later. But I told you something very, very important. something that clearly wasn't taken to heart. Not by much of you. Violence begets violence. At some point, that cycle has to end. Life and death come. They claim all of us. There's no escape. Many have tried and all have failed. But it's what we do with those lives that are important. The actions we take, the decisions that we make. Those that we choose to keep close. Whether it was the right decision or not.
He kind of drops the shear. Her hands kind of placing together in front of her.
I got here by trying to reach out and grab the pendant. I thought getting it away from you or breaking it would do something. Eloise is smart. She knows that a portion of you is trapped within it. Question is what to do about it. She kind of just looks around at the foliage surrounding them. We'll see how my idea pans out. But what is your plan?
She grimaces at the thought. I might have something. I don't know if it'd work. Inverting the suppression charm might shunt me out long enough to scare her. I guess that's the biggest secret of all. It isn't wrath or anger that fuels me. It's been fear the whole time. The root of the things, at least. They might be able to use that against her. Me? You know what I'm afraid of? I'm not quite so afraid, considering he's out there, I'm in here.
Yeah, well, I don't know if this will bring more or less comfort, but you really weren't doing so hot against us.
She winces a little. I don't think that was the plan.
You wouldn't have left us the caravan unless you wanted to be stopped. Not some portion of you at least.
With whatever blind spots there were, I did everything I could to... You hear? That traps. 4 locks, caravan, the doll. I left my journal out. I mean, if this had happened differently, it all would have been in flames first. But, it doesn't matter now. What matters is putting an end to this. Maybe seeing tomorrow. Maybe not.
Why didn't you put an end to this?
Kind of grabs under her cloak tightly.
We already did this whole song and dance. All of us.
Oh, that was an act. I've been driven by this my whole life. I'm terrified of everything I saw. My own shadow. All of you. People of Vitrium. The place in the sand. I no, don't have that sort of control. Easier to say no.
You had enough
Typically,
control to leave the pieces for us to stop you, though.
well,
More than a few.
I mean, you all did a lot to boost me up. I've certainly never been this strong before. Honestly, I was just a voice for the longest time. Echo in the background. Look, waves her arms around. I have a body. And little feet and hands. They exist. Because of you. I
You exist because you finally decided you wanted to. Decided
yes.
that the people around you were worth existing. Or was that part of the act too?
No. I, I care about all of you. I love all of you. Dying to save Sui Fang was not a part of any plan. Trading away all of my secrets was not part of this design. Falling for you was not part of this. I don't want this. I don't. I'm small. I wasn't strong enough to fight back.
You didn't have to fight back alone.
It was as easy as just saying, help. I would have. I couldn't. had to lace it between things, forget things, overlook things, tweak and twist things in the background. It's hard to be direct. It's really hard to be direct. I've been trying my hardest to at least give you an edge in the fight.
She'll be quiet for a moment. I don't know how things will go. I don't know if we'll still have to kill you to stop you. I don't know how, if we do stop you, how the others will feel. You do know that things can't go back the way they were, right?
No? Wasn't expecting to be saved or given the option. I was hoping you'd put the shear in my chest and it'd be over. But if you want me to try, I can.
Not about me wanting. You need to want to live. Otherwise, you continue doing the exact same thing you've been doing all these years, since you were a scared little girl hiding in a bramble. Just existing.
Hard. I,
How do we inverse the spell? Would Eloise know?
no. This isn't a common thing. She looks at her hand and then away. I have to do something I wouldn't dream of. A sort of fail-safe to keep me here. She reaches to her hand as she apprehensively removes a ring from her finger. I had to be alone for so long. Be afraid for so long. Just angry. Scared. I don't know how to do anything else. I don't know how to let go. I don't know how Lily did it. She just got over it. Just,
You really think she got over it?
yes! Look at how well she's doing. She's consumed with that, this. She isn't on a warpath. She isn't seeking to evaporate half a kingdom.
And you don't think she misses them? Don't think she wakes up in cold sweats, fueled by nightmares? Same ones you have?
I think she knows how to cope with it. Certainly better than I have.
That's an understatement.
Grimaces.
She hasn't gotten over it. That's not something you get over. What she chose to do was live for the ones that were lost.
Make it sound so easy.
Of course it's not. Anything worth doing rarely is. Such as saving you.
She kind of clutches her eyes closed as she's gripping this ring in her hand. Is there any hope for me?
There's always hope until you decide to give up. Or decide to, burn down an entire country. Like potato, potato.
She kind of lifts her free hand up to push some of this red hair out of her face.
But considering you seemed unaware of how the other you was doing, I take it you don't have a sense of what's going on out there. Which
Kind
means
of
we
like,
don't know how much time we have.
well, I'm still here, so the spell hasn't gone off. Kind of like half smiles like an idiot.
Yes,
Uh,
well, with luck, they won't kill you while I'm in here.
I don't think Ellie would let that happen. Well, I guess that depends. I don't know really what's going on. Kind of like the ghost limb. That's how I've been able to at least hinder myself a little. I
Well,
think
then
at
let's
least
go ahead and hinder yourself a lot. What do we need to do?
I need to let go. Looks at her hand where the ring is. I haven't been able to do it yet. It's hard to them behind me. Because it's been nice, you know? I got to see my mom again.
And you think you can't see her in your dreams, in your memories?
I haven't had a good dream in 20 years. Great at sleeping. I'll be honest. I hate everything that's going on right now, but it's really nice in here. Everyone's really nice to me.
Everyone was real nice to you out there, too.
I know.
Everything you had, she'll gesture around. Everything you have in here was an illusion, a shelter to protect you. Yet everything you had out there was already real. In here, out there, outside of in here. And she kind of like scrunches her face as if trying to figure out how to word it better, shaking her head.
I know what you mean. Sniffles.
The Vei Lin, the Vani, the Soren, the Soy Fang. There's no difference between them in here and them out there.
My family's here. My mother, my father, sister, my cousins, my uncles, my grandmother's here. Everyone's here. How are we going to get this back? She's like holding on to this ring like it might start to leave a welt in her hand as she just has these big tears just rolling down her cheek.
You have them in here. And she'll, poke one blunt claw at her chest where her heart is. They will always be here. As she moves up to poke at her forehead. The body is material. It's the memories, the emotions, and the way we remember the. That's what keeps them alive.
Sucks her lips in as she clutches her hand around this ring as tightly as she can before.
What do you think your mother would say if she saw you? Not this you, the one out there.
I don't know. Be angry. Sad. Disappointed. I don't know. She's hasn't seen things like me. Witches weren't common or allowed. These sorts of arts are not good. They're tools for a very dark heart. I don't think she'd be very happy at all.
No. No, I don't think she would.
She
Is that the memory of her you want living on?
Oh. Oh.
Then you have to let go.
She's clutching this ring as tightly as possible before just her hand opens as this brass band tumbles out of her hands and strikes the floor as it just kind of causes a refractive glass crack to form beneath your feet and then spider across your vision in all directions. And with a resounding smashing sound, your eyes erupt to the heavy pounding of rain as you reawaken your body.
Okay.
Rotate back.
Doing music now?
Yeah, put it just back to what it was before. I'm sorry if that took longer.
Worth it.
I figure since this is the climax, it should be different music.
Fair enough. As you come to Rensois, you hit the ground with a resounding thud as the Queen of Thorns snaps back into a sort of regains herself. Forgive me. And it's sort of like, yes.
Which turn would this be on?
I imagine it would have to be the Queen of Thorns.
Yeah, I think it's on
Yeah.
Okay.
The Queen of Thorns regains herself as all of you are primed and ready. As spell and weapon are prepared to go off, a resounding thoom shakes the grove beneath your feet as the air is gripped with static. With a great beat of her wings, she ascends into the air, sending shockwaves of buffeting wind down. I have waited long enough. Before you watch her retch, her body contorting in midair as her throat expands as she vomits up a sort of Icarus sack of gel and mucus that splats onto the ground.
It's like Cell.
Yes.
We beat Android 18 out of her.
Right? I'm no longer perfect. Oh.
If you think you can punch her again, do you think a second AT will spawn?
We're going abridged.
Do I need to reveal the extra token?
I was just gonna place it as the slimy sack just kind of like shifts and like moves as a tiny Morrigan kind of like erupts out of it, is hacking and
Bell's eyes lens flare now.
attack of opportunity.
Target number 2 sighted.
Target identified.
Second Morrigan identified. Applying justice.
Checkmate.
As you all witness The birth of another Morrigan, as there are now 2 of them apparently. Any reactions from anyone in the party?
I will say, Renswa, you wake up in Neatal's arms as she catches you. She'll look up, just like, she'll look between the 2 of them. Did you do that?
Vaguely.
Tiny Morrigan is shuffling through and grabs something as she starts stumbling to her feet. The Queen of Thorns raising all 4 of her hands to the sky as the crackling lightning coalesces and strikes the iron rod. As the spell the ritual reaches its zenith. The tiny Morrigan kind of weaving her way through the group of probably very confused faces.
Opportunity. No.
Eloise in the back, Riven in the background, just like, I didn't think they'd take the whole there are 2 wolves inside of me seriously.
There are 2 ravens inside of me.
One of them's it, so I'm gonna be vomiting it up soon. That wasn't part of the story.
Icky pooey, no good.
Too good
my
for
mouth
me.
My
Ew,
mouth
gross.
is so dry.
Hydration.
I need it, but the story calls.
The Raven Queen threw up Morrigan, call that shit Hawk Tua.
No!
Wow.
I hate all of
that.
this.
I hate.
Fuck to us, spit up that thing.
I'm gonna kill Renswa.
Renswa keels over and dies.
No, that's what kills the Queen of Thorns. Terrible jokes.
Agatha just disappears from existence. He just turns to ash.
He gives him the peace sign, just like fades away.
Yeah.
Renswa learns vicious mockery.
Oh my gosh, she already knows it.
I already have it dealing fire damage.
Now it's psychic damage.
As
Oh my god.
the spell is reaching its conclusion, as this new Morrigan stumbles outward. Stop! You have to stop! As the queen looks over contemplatively at her counterpart. Why? Why would I stop now? At the end of my journey. With everything within my grasp. Why would you have any say in what I do? As she continues to stumble forward. No. I can't stop you. Not how I am.
I can. Get her.
But I can stop us. As she pulls out what looks to be a sharpened piece of a large elongated thorn. A quizzical look on the queen's face as she pulls back this dagger-like thorn, and Morrigan plunges it into her belly. A gout of blood leaving her as you watch the queen flummox forward, one hand reaching the ground as she coughs up blood. What are you doing? You stupid fool! Do you understand what happens if we die before it's completed? Yeah. As she pulls out the dagger with another splash of blood from her lips. We go to hell. She slams the dagger into her shoulder as a gout of blood leaves the queen. Yes! We spend eternity in the hells, you stupid girl! True. We don't have to. She plunges the blade into her thigh as the queen pulls forward onto all fours. Well, 6.
8,
Stop
10,
this.
12.
Stop this before it is too late and you kill us both. That's the plan. She reaches up and presses the thorn to her throat. Her skin paling as she pushes the thorn and draws blood. A genuine look of terror in the queen's face as 3 hands reach out towards her. No! You will not damn me to this fate. You'll curse us both. Why? No one will have you. I've burned everything. Every bridge you have is gone. Who will have you now? You have nothing. Take what is ours. Bleed them, burn everything. Take.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Francois has a comment.
Eloise has a comment.
I have a concern.
If everyone's
Soren
gonna
has
start having
confusion.
comments, I'm gonna grab something to drink. So
Okay.
I can...
Yes, no, hydrate.
Go ahead. Hydrate.
Hydration nation.
So Rensois, I have a question. I'd like for Eloise to do her comment first, and then I'll have you add yours on top of that. Sound good?
Francois is just a shit talk
Quick.
one-off.
No, okay.
You have to do that first.
All
Yeah.
right. Fair enough.
It's like
fair enough.
the queen is just saying all this shit, and Rensois kind of, pushes herself up from the ground, kind of swiping the side of her mouth. You talk too fucking much.
And Eloise will chime in. That, and she would still have her sister. And she'll snap fingers and wither and bloom around Mini Morrigan. Go ahead and roll some hit dice and do some healing.
That's the opposite of what we want. You're just gonna heal the...
I mean, like, it's one of those things of like even if she does heal the Queen of Thorns, Mini Morgan's still going to try and kill herself. So it's more pain,
okay.
more misery.
If it makes you feel better, I did punch the queen once before grabbing the amulet, so you do have a stack. So she does take.
All right, how many hit dice am I rolling?
She did take 2 necrotic.
Yeah.
She gets 7 HP back.
Yay. Actually, it's 12 HP back because you had her intelligence modifier.
Right. Anyone else have any comments for the queen?
Oh,
God.
grease her J's.
No, I don't think Soren really has anything to say at the moment.
Bonnie's just here for muscle, so
Here, let me put Vonnie into proper position.
You can just honestly take her off the map. How does Agatha have anything to say?
And Neotal's gonna comment in. Yeah, shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
Vox, call high or low.
Hi.
That's very
God damn.
high. Agathar is gonna look at this fucking scene, look at the queen, look at Morrigan, and he's gonna loosen his grip on Veronica slightly as he long exhales and finishes a modicum of what Soren taught him for balance, and he's going to turn to face the queen, and he's going to say, I think you forget that you realize bridges can be rebuilt.
There's a lot of wood in Vuori.
Yeah,
Nothing from
strong wood.
Nothing from Soren.
Soren will follow up with that, and he's just going to follow up with, and we're preventing you from burning it all down so we can use it.
Ooh, a good one.
Hell yeah.
As Morrigan continues to press this thorn to her throat, the contempt on the queen's face as she relents, her body going slack. You will never be rid of me. I am a cancer on your soul. If not now, later. They will see my wrath, your fear. Let them try. There is always tomorrow.
And then we'll just kick your ass again.
For the 30 hit.
Oh! Oh!
You punch her. You just hear her, you hear her like groan as you hear in the background.
I said you talk too fucking much.
As the queen ignites into a sort of greenish flame, as she takes the blow and cackles, as her form dissipates into ash and coal. As
He did
above
the
you,
killing blow.
rain is not the only thing that falls, as the stabbing of thousands of blades, as iron rods come raining down, one thud at a time, chunk, 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 as the ritual comes to an end. Thousands of small charges and explosives disenchanted. A tiny Morrigan shakily dropping a thorn, falling onto her knees and leaning backwards. Her body still very pale, as she brought herself to close to death saves, and a good 12 HP is not enough to alleviate, as she sinks into unconsciousness as the thorns and brambles slowly recede.
Darn it. I had a cool thing that I was doing.
Too bad.
No, it was because the stream won't see it.
Deleting the fires.
Yes.
The flames, I guess the flames are now affected by the storm above.
Yeah. It's one of those things of like the magic keeping them alive. The fires of hatred are slowly petering out.
Another knock the fuck.
As
Renswap punched her so hard that the wind like started putting the fire out behind her.
yeah.
Anna doesn't know what's going on, punches Mini Morgan, drop her blasters off.
Anna's confused, punches Cecil.
Oh, this is our chance.
Jump him!
Get
Grease
him!
his cheese!
Father, I am confused. I am taking out my confusion on this little one.
Bell should do the Hulk meme of just punching whoever's next to them.
They requested your skin, so I'm requesting their bones. It is not a
I am not
without the requesting part.
I am not asking nicely. I am taking your bones. This is not a request.
All right.
Give up and I'll take your bones. Don't you
I
mean, or I'll
am-
take my bones, or you'll take my
I
bones?
relinquish my DM hood as I pass the reins back to Shad.
And cue
Hmm.
ch-ldr-n jumping.
I am no
Halo
longer a
diving.
threat.
And and as these various steel rods jam into the ground, one after the other, slowly a calm settles over the environment. And you are left to wonder just what will come next. As Eloise just looks around and looks over at a passed out Morrigan, and then
She bleeding.
she looks over to Lana, and Lana gives a nod. Yeah, I got her. And she'll walk over and she'll use Spare the Dying on her.
Not dying.
Oh, okay, well you're okay.
Well, no, I'm not dying anymore. She cast that spell on me.
Oh, okay, yes. Just Spare the Dying.
Yay.
That's it.
Just a kick would be like, stay alive.
Yeah, no, that is literally what it is. She just kind of like walks over, kicks her in the side, stay alive.
I guess you're not dead. Bella's just like, I'm helping. Stomp.
And then she just reaches down, scruffs her, and just shoulders her. All right. I have her. Let's get out of here. And then
We have another quest to complete here.
pretty much just her thinking. Does anyone else object to leaving?
Agatha stares at Morrigan as he's calmed down slightly. But he stares at Morrigan, but he regards Rincewa and he just says, I really hope you know what you're doing, sis.
I hope so too.
Neatal is gonna put her hands on your shoulder and just give them on your shoulders, give them a small rub. You good?
She just looks around at the steel or the iron rod jammed into the ground in the fading fire, and just kind of stares up, or well, looks up with her eyes closed, just kind of ears back and just letting the rain kind of pour across her face. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good.
She'll give you a gentle hug from behind as Latane gives you a hug from the front. And the two of them slowly begin to walk you off this brambly as things begin to go back to a semblance of normalcy. And I would imagine, unless anyone says otherwise, all of you begin to pick up and just leave. Too tired to do much of anything else other than just walking away?
Yeah, Agatha will take a quick couple of breaths, and then he's gonna scout on ahead, jumping
Right.
and climbing up the trees, and then jumping forward to scout on ahead.
And as the 10 of you make your way back through the forest to the carriage, there's a quiet calm that settles over. A uncertainty of the future, a uncertainty of just what you're going to do with this woman that was just this close to annihilating so much of a literal country. And as each of you climb into the caravan, and your traveler friends meet you there, and you begin to trundle away, leaving this ritual site far, far behind. Up in the clouds above, within the humming cockpit of a nearby dropship, the blips upon the radar intensify further. The pilot picks up the receiver. Radio waves zip across the air and into a much larger ship hovering within the clouds above Vuori. This is Officer Selton of Dropship Zeta reporting to Capital Flagship Skyfisher. We are picking up a large magical signature coming from Sector K-12. Are you reading this as well? There's a click of static, a chirp of response. This is Commander Elias of the Skyfisher. We can confirm we see those readings as well. Would you like us to investigate, sir? No. Stay the course to Ironview. The envoy must arrive on time. We cannot leave the Vuorian king waiting. We will deploy a separate scouting vessel to... Shh. Radio silent. And that's the end of session.
Hey.
We can't catch a break.
I survived.
Hooray! You're very lucky it was Reds
no!
while I got into the amulet. Nah, I mean, holy shit. He's a perfect person for it too.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Our streak of turning villains into friends continues.
She was always a friend. We just had to knock her around a little bit.
And now we say bye-bye to our YouTube audience, but we stick around for the post-stream, where if you're live on Twitch with us, you can chat with the players about the session, and maybe even get to name the episode. Who knows? I certainly don't. But let us all say our goodbyes to the YouTube audience. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that other good jazz if you enjoyed what you have just seen. Agathar, say goodbye to the people.
Completely exhausted, and he doesn't have an exhaustion level.
Morrigan, you lived. Say goodbye to the people.
I am alive.
Francois. Francois, say goodbye to the people.
Huzzah! She is alive for now. We'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm. Soren, say goodbye to the people.
So Trangling did just said do the YouTube thing. So
We are.
forget everything you think you know about mobile games, because the hottest.
Oh no, nah. I'm cutting that off right now.
Hey, man. Like,
Gamer
comment, and
subs, Die Hard
subscribe,
Dice.
Advertise gamer subs.
Vonnie, say goodbye to the people.
Well, I don't know what I was needed for.
Hey, you were vibing. At any rate, and we will see you guys next week. Remember, if you want to catch us live, you can do so at Tuesday at twitch.tv/deathlyshad, so on and so forth, and you can catch the ad-free experience on YouTube the very next day. What? And we
Unless
shall...
that messes it up.
Hey, hush it. Quiet, okay? And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.